Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
It was just kind of a free-for-all, like, run for your life, basically.
Caught in the middle of a fatal tragedy, some of those who escaped last night's massive shooting in Las Vegas tell us they still haven't been able to sleep.
58 people killed and more than 500 others hurt after a man released rapid fire into a country music festival crowd. Thousands witnessed the chaos, including a number of people from various parts of our region.
Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson spoke with a few with local ties who are thankful to be alive.
You can just hear the gunshots.
Keep getting these flashes in your head.
Route 91 is tradition for Cassie Manzanares. Every year, she covers the Country Music Festival. She was working for a radio station out of Thief River Falls, Minnesota.
We were thinking maybe it was fireworks, or maybe he was doing something, or something went wrong. Our minds did not go to a mass shooting.
While she was out in the audience, a coworker, DJ Tershner, was up on stage.
It's complete pandemonium. You're hearing a ton of shots.
The hardest part for me was, standing there listening, and then I turned to look and my friend got shot. And all I could see was DJ in the distance. And I just know that if he wasn't there, I don't know what I would have done.
The two ran for their lives, climbing a fence to get outside into the street.
People jumping on top of vehicles to get out of there, people climbing into vehicles. You had, people had bodies on, like they took gates, and people were holding gates with bodies on them to transport them easier. People were in wheelbarrows.
They packed 10 strangers into an Uber, including a pregnant woman and a man who was shot in his arm. They got a few blocks down, seeking safety at a nearby building.
How I didn't get shot it blows my mind. And DJ, his clothes covered in blood, it's from someone else getting hit and it's splattering on him. So for us to escape with nothing is it's a miracle.
Thankfully, Manzanares' friend who was shot is still alive. However, the two make friends every year at the concert and worry they may never see them again. Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
Tishner was supposed to leave Vegas today. However, his keys, car, and equipment are still at the concert venue, and he's unsure when he will be allowed to drive out of there.
We're also learning that a former University of North Dakota athlete was injured in the shooting. In a statement today, the school confirmed that Andrew Goodmanson, a former baseball and football player, was out of surgery, stable and conscious, but that there's more surgery ahead. Goodmanson attended North Dakota from 2007 to 2010, where he played quarterback for one season and starred on the baseball team. Friends and family members of the Minot native have taken to social media with the hashtag #GoodieStrong to show their support. Flags around the country are flying at half-staff, including right here in Fargo, in tribute to those lives lost in Las Vegas. Both North Dakota and Minnesota governors gave the orders today, adding that the victims and their families deserve our honor, respect, and remembrance.
A vigil is being planned to honor an NDSU student that was killed in an ATV crash over the weekend. 21-year-old Ellie Helm crashed the ATV that she was driving in northern Wisconsin. Authorities say speed and experience in operating the ATV and alcohol were contributing factors in the crash. Helm was a sophomore majoring in psychology. She was a member of the Kappa Delta sorority and was a former Bison cheerleader. A member of Helm's sorority says no date has been set for the vigil. A passenger on the ATV, Justin Kraus, was injured. Both Helm and Kraus are from Fish Creek, Wisconsin.
We seem to be losing ground in the transition from summer to fall. Let's find out from Hutch what that'll mean for tonight's weather. Hutch?
Thanks so much, Andrea. That transition is rapidly happening in the northern Rockies of Montana. And as we take a look at the Minneapolis area in southern and central Minnesota, bands of very heavy rain and thunder and lightning making its way through. We have passing sprinkles through the Red River Valley. Those will impact us this evening, but in a modest way. As we go through the overnight, our chance of rain increases, and there is a flood risk for many in our southern and eastern portions of the region. So as you go through the evening tonight, bring the umbrella along. It will remain cool. Temperatures slip quickly to the low 50s by bedtime. More rain in our forecast as this wet weather trend continues. I'll have details in your 7-day outlook here in a moment.
All right, thanks, Hutch. And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so that you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so that you can plan your day. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free.
2 police officers from Bemidji, Minnesota were hurt when an ATV crashed into their squad car during a chase yesterday morning. Investigators say the officers were helping with the pursuit of the ATV when the ATV collided with their vehicle. The 2 officers and the driver of that ATV were treated at the hospital in Bemidji. Authorities say the 26-year-old Bemidji woman who was driving the ATV apparently had been drinking.
2 people were hurt when police say a driver turned left from a right lane and collided with another car in Clay County. It happened yesterday around 11 in the morning on Highway 336 at the I-94 westbound ramp. The State Patrol says 21-year-old Tawanda Benjamin of Fargo was in the right lane of Highway 336 and made a left turn in front of a car that was in the left lane. Benjamin and the other driver were taken to Fargo hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries.
Police in Detroit Lakes are looking into 3 home burglaries where the culprits entered through an unlocked door or window. They all happened early yesterday morning, and the people who lived in the houses were all at home at the time. The burglars got away with money and wallets, among other things. In one case, a shotgun was stolen from a rack mounted to the wall above the sleeping homeowner's bed. If you have any information, call Detroit Lakes Police. The phone number is on your screen, 218-847-2661.
It is the perfect time of the year to dish up a bowl of hot chili to help a great organization. The annual Roars Keller Williams Chili Feed for United Way is tomorrow from 11:30 to 2. Last year, more than 700 people attended to help raise over $41,000. You can try 50 types of chili made by people in the community, including celebrity cooks like NDSU President Dean Brashani and MSUM President Ann Blackhurst. This year, the goal is to raise more than $42,000. For more on the event, go to valleynewslive.com and click on our hot button.
Speaking of food, a couple hundred Valley City State University freshmen and their upper-class mentors harvested more than 50,000 pounds of produce on a farm northwest of Valley City, all to give to the Great Plains Food Bank to hand out to needy families. Mostly squash, the 25 tons of produce also included corn, tomatoes, peppers, and onions. The squash and vegetables were raised by a local farmer. The Valley City State University students picked the produce as a community service project stemming from their Learning to Live, Living to Learn course.
Finding new places to live for some of the 4-legged friends without a home after Hurricane Harvey. What's being done by one man from the Valley. Later on Valley News Live at 6.
Up next, trouble for a local elementary school. How much damage vandals caused.